Hi there. Thank you so much for working on Move and Hurt, August 21st, this Thursday. I'll be explaining the different positions and our policies and what we'd like you to do. Thank you. So there's 5 different volunteer positions: head of the herd, traffic coordinator, drop zone monitor, inside navigator, cargo unloader, and transport. You are going to be working one of the middle 3, traffic coordinator, drop zone monitor, or inside navigator. So I'll be talking about those in more detail. As I said, move-in day is Thursday, August 21st. Our volunteer shifts are 2 hours in length. You'll be working 1 2-hour shift, either 7:30 to 9:30, 9:30 to 11:30, or 11:30 to 1:30. Just so you know, we've worked really hard with the coaches and organization sponsors to make sure that the time that you are working works with your group. So don't worry about missing a practice or some other event that you're supposed to be doing, because we have worked all that out for you. So what do we want from you guys? Well, show up on time to your assigned shift at the building that you've been assigned. Another really key thing, make sure you bring your Buff ID card, because you're going to be swiping in with your head of herd. That's how we're going to be taking attendance for you. If your attendance doesn't get marked, then you might be charged $50 a night for every night you stayed here before the 21st. So make sure it's your job to find your head of herd. They'll be wearing a blue vest, and get swiped in with them when you get there. We'd like you to wear the provided Move-In Herd t-shirt. If your group or team has asked you to wear their shirts during the time, that's great. We're happy with that. So if not, please do wear the Move-In Herd shirt. If you're living on campus, your Move-In Herd shirt will be at the front desk of your res hall. You can pick it up Tuesday or Wednesday between 3 and 5. If you are not living on campus, please come in to Res Living to pick up your Move-In Herd t-shirt before your shift. We'd like you to actively seek out families and students to help. If you see somebody who looks lost or is struggling to carry something, it'd be great if you would just step right in there. That's what we want you to do. Be flexible, please. Some of you may be asked to move to another location throughout the day, depending upon those needs, and we just ask that you'd roll with that. Remember, you're representing WT and Res Living and your student orgs. Just do that in the most positive way possible. Keep an eye on the weather, guys. We know it's going to be hot. It's always hot on move-in day, so dress appropriately. Have sunscreen, bring sunglasses, wear a hat. Make sure you have good shoes on, tennis shoes, no sandals. It's just too easy for you to drop something on your foot. We do have umbrellas for our traffic folks, but you're welcome to bring one as well. Water is available at the front. We'll have them in coolers up there. And we do want you to have fun and enjoy the day. This is a great way to help new students, new arrivals getting to campus. It's a great way to have fun with your friends. So please do it. You all signed a waiver when you signed up for it, so you are all set with the student volunteer waiver. A really key idea that we are all trying to do, even if you're not the traffic person, is the stop, drop, and go traffic plan. We need the parents or whoever is driving the car to stop their car for as short of a time as possible and then move it. So we want the person driving to pull up as far as possible on your site. What you guys will know where that is. Stop the vehicle temporarily, and then the cargo transport folks will swarm the car like a pit crew at an F1 race, pull all the belongings out of the car, and put it in the designated drop zone. And then eventually they'll take those upstairs. And then we need mom or dad or the student to go get in the car, take the car away from the area, and go park in a designated parking location. Students were told to mark their boxes and belongings with their full name, their buff ID, the res hall, and the room number. Sometimes they don't, and that's where our drop zone people come in. Okay, one of our jobs that you guys will be doing is a traffic coordinator. Traffic coordinators ensure the stop, drop, and go. Parents really want to help their students check in and get up there right away. We can't have them do that. We cannot have them leave the car at our stop point while they do that. They need to move the car as soon as possible. If we get backed up, it messes up traffic all over Canyon, and then we get in trouble. So we need to unload them as far away as we can. There'll be a grassy area or an edge of a sidewalk. We'll have those designated. Once everything is out of the car, tell the drop zone monitor, and we'll be telling you what to do there. And then we're preventing drivers from parking in the parking spaces inside of the drop zones. They want to park right there. They can't because we need that space for drop zones. The other thing, traffic guys, if you're in the high challenging areas, there'll be a staff member who's also a traffic coordinator who will help you figure things out. Sometimes your job as a traffic coordinator genuinely is just to stand in front of what looks like a really inviting shortcut to get from one spot to another and point people to keep on driving because we don't want them to go that way. This is relatively easy. You'll have a high vis vest that you'll have on, and we do have umbrellas to shade you because you're kind of standing out there in the sun for quite a while. So take care of yourself. Make sure you're drinking water, all right? Drop zone monitors. Excuse me. Like I said, all students were instructed to mark their boxes. Sometimes they don't do it, and that's where you come in. So we want all students' belongings to be properly marked. You'll have masking tape and markers to help with that. The things that don't get marked that you need to help with most often are the weird shaped items that they don't think about labeling because they think about themselves carrying everything, but that's not what's going to happen. So, they've got a lamp or they've got a footstool or they've got something like that. You've got masking tape. Stick the masking tape on that lamp. Write their name and ID number or hand them the marker and have them do it, whatever that is. So that's what you're going to be doing for the most part. The other thing that you're doing that's really, really important and helps our students who are moving themselves in feel most secure, you are the person in charge of making sure that nobody takes their stuff while they're off parking their car. So you are going to be monitoring those piles to make sure that everybody taking things out of those piles is a volunteer. They're going to be wearing one of our volunteer shirts, or they're going to have on a very specific shirt from their group. So if you see someone in a football shirt or a Spirit Squad shirt or a BSM shirt, that's great. But just a rando in a WT shirt, at least talk to them, all right? The students need to feel like they can leave their stuff there safely while they go park their car and come back. So that's a really important job that you have. Definitely be working with there may be another staff drop zone monitor there. There may not. Work with the head of herd if you have any questions or hesitations. So once the cargo, I'm going to talk about the steps in the process. Once cargo unloaders have moved boxes to the drop zone, make sure everything's marked. When it's marked, tell the cargo unloaders that student belongings are ready to be transported. There's kind of a two-stage process there with cargo unloaders. Like some of them are getting stuff out of cars and onto the drop zone. Some of them are taking things from the drop zone to the room. So you're kind of that person in between saying, yep, this is ready. Everything is labeled. All right, Inside Navigator. This is new this year, guys. I'm hoping this is helpful. Only a few buildings, I should say, Centennial, Founders, and Jarrett, can be kind of tricky to navigate inside. People get lost all the time. They're not sure where to go. You will be, during your shift, inside the building or I think in Jarrett we're putting you in under the shade right outside the door there, and you will be saying, go that way, your elevator's over there, you're going to go down there and down that hall. So you're going to have a green vest on, and hopefully that will help people find the fastest route to the room inside the building. And then just so you know, everybody else pretty much is a cargo unloader slash transporter, and they're getting stuff out of cars, taking stuff up to rooms. Okay, let's talk real quick about what's not allowed inside. Mostly this is the job of the cargo unloaders and the head of the herd. But you may see something that, especially if you're in the drop zone monitor or something like that, that other people aren't seeing. So if you see something that is not allowed inside, we really, really want it to not get inside. If there's any way that we can get it back in mom and dad's car and back home with them, that is the ideal situation, okay? So here's what we cannot have. If you see a portable air conditioner unit, a toaster or a toaster oven, a space heater, an open surface cooking device like a hot plate, nothing like that is allowed inside. And it's just going to be a really easy, oh, we can't have those there, I'll just put that back in your car for you. Does not have to be a big drama. If drama ensues, if you get pushback from a parent or a student, step out, get in touch with the head of the herd. You have done your job. The head of the herd will take it from there. If they have to, they can bring in the big guns of the residence hall director or even somebody from Res Living. So you've done your part. You really kindly said, oh, we can't have those here, I'll just put that back in your car, and moved on from it. Okay. Also not allowed, obviously, mini fridges. We have them. If they need them for medical reasons, we provide an extra one, so they have no need to bring their own mini fridge into the hall. No hoverboards, and of course every room has a microwave, so no microwaves. Yeah, just be really kind with it. Do not, if it gets heated in any way, shape, or form, step out. Let the head of herd know, let the hall director know, and move on to your next job. We'll have cardboard dumpsters and trash trailers around in between various buildings. You might be, probably won't be, but you could be asked to break down some trash in between there. Residence hall doors do not open until 8. We will have people trying to get in long before that, but they won't open until 8, so we won't start until 8. We do have canopies provided for volunteers. You guys in the first shift will help set those up. Last shift volunteers will help tear them down and pack them up, as well as pick up any trash that is around. If you have any more questions, if something weird is happening, call Res Living. There's our phone numbers there. You can always call UPD. They are happy to help. They'll be tooling around all day helping out. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.